Imagine this, you're 35, maybe 45, or 65. Every morning you wake up, go to work, eat, talk to people, yet deep down you know, you're not living, you're just existing. You're tired, but you don't know why. You've got stability, but your soul feels hollow. You share your life with someone, yet there's no real connection anymore. Everything moves on autopilot, as if you've been sleepwalking through your own life. And one day, you look in the mirror. You see a stranger staring back, dull eyes, heavy shoulders. A voice inside whispers, "Where did I go?" But what you're feeling isn't just a problem of the modern world. Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man alive, once wrote in Meditations, how much trouble he avoids who does not look to see what his neighbor says or does. Seneca, one of Rome's wealthiest men, confessed he wrestled with anxiety, anger, and the sense that time was slipping away. And Epictetus, a slave-turned-philosopher, taught that freedom is not achieved by having everything, but by needing less. 3 men, 3 paths, 1 timeless truth. If your mind is lost, begin with the mind. If your body is broken, begin with the body. If your heart feels empty, begin with the heart. 3 brutal rules. 3 roads to rebuild yourself. 3 levels of rebirth. These are the 3 Stoic rules we're about to uncover. Principles that can rebuild your life from the inside out. But only if you're brave enough to live them. Let's begin. Rule 1. Fix the mind. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Yet, today, most people have surrendered that power. Our minds no longer belong to us, they belong to the noise. News cycles, social media, endless comparison. We scroll, we react, we consume, until the inner voice that once guided us falls silent. Your mind has become a battlefield, and you didn't even notice the invasion. 1. Detox the mind. You can't build a new life using old thoughts. You can't feed your brain with junk and expect clarity. Just as a strong body can't thrive on fast food, a strong mind can't thrive on mental garbage. So here's the challenge: 7 days. For the first 30 minutes of every morning, feed your mind truth, not trash. Read philosophy. Read the lives of those who overcame the impossible. Study skills that make you sharper, calmer, more resilient. Don't call it reading, call it training. Because your mind is either your greatest weapon or your worst prison. And every scroll, every thought, every reaction decides which one it becomes. 2. Redefine the direction. Most people say, "I want to be happy. I want to be successful." But the Stoics knew happiness isn't the goal, it's the side effect of living with virtue. Don't ask, "What do I want to have?" Ask, "Who do I want to become?" When you say, "I want to lose weight," you focus on outcome. When you say, "I am someone who honors my body," action follows identity. That's not habit change, that's identity shift. Write this down. I am becoming. Then, finish the sentence not with who you wish to be someday, but with who you choose to be today. Because transformation doesn't happen in the future, it happens now, with every small decision you make. 3. Break the invisible prison. I can't. I'm not good enough. It's too late. These aren't facts, they're walls. And the cruelest part? You built them yourself. The Stoics called this ascent the act of agreeing with the lies your fear whispers. But the moment you stop agreeing, you begin to break free. Write down the 3 beliefs that hold you back. Then rewrite each one as a declaration of power. I don't have time becomes I'm learning to prioritize what matters. I'm not smart enough becomes, I'm developing the skills I need. It's too late becomes, every moment is a new beginning. Each rewritten sentence is a hammer striking the wall of your old identity. Each word a crack that lets light in. 4. The mind training ritual. Every morning, write 3 thoughts that strengthen you and 3 that weaken you. Throughout the day, catch the negative ones the moment they appear and replace them with something true. At night, ask yourself, did my mind serve me today, or did it sabotage me? This isn't about thinking positive, it's about thinking with discipline. It's the mindset of a warrior, calm under fire, clear in chaos, unshaken by noise. Because when you master your mind, you master your fate. When you command your thoughts, you command your reality. So say this to yourself, not as a quote, but as a vow. My mind is my kingdom, and I am its sovereign ruler. And from this moment on, no one rules it but you. Rule 2. Fix the body. Your body is the foundation of your soul, the vessel that carries your mind and your purpose through life. You can't maintain a strong mind while living inside a weak body. The Stoics knew this thousands of years ago. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself each dawn. At daybreak, when you find it hard to get out of bed, remember, you were born to act as a human being. And so he rose, not because it was easy, but because discipline was his nature. 1. Nutrition is discipline. Your body is not a trash bin. Every bite you take is a choice to strengthen yourself or to sabotage your potential. Before every meal, ask yourself, will this bring me closer to the person I want to become, or keep me chained to who I used to be? Don't aim for dieting, aim for awareness. Because when you control the fork, you begin to control your life. You don't have to chase perfection, just consciousness. Every conscious choice rewires the connection between your body and your willpower. Food can either fuel your purpose or feed your weakness. Choose with intention. 2. Sleep is the energy of wisdom. Seneca once warned, it's not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. Every late night you trade for another episode, another scroll, another distraction you steal from tomorrow's strength. No one ever built greatness with a tired mind and a foggy soul. Sleep is not laziness, it's recovery. 7 to 8 hours every night, not as a luxury, but as a ritual of self-respect. When you sleep well, your thoughts sharpen, your emotions balance, and your willpower resets. Protect your rest like a warrior sharpens his sword, because your future depends on how you restore today. 3. Movement is emotion. Emotion lives in the body, and it stagnates when you stay still. You're anxious? Walk. You're angry? Run. You're lost? Lift something heavy. Breathe deeply. Feel your heart beating again. Epictetus, though crippled, taught, no great thing is created suddenly. So move daily, even for 20 minutes. No gym needed, no expensive gear, just discipline. Climb the stairs, do squats, stretch, take cold showers. It's not the movement itself, it's the message you send to your own mind. I am still in command. Each act of movement, no matter how small, is a silent declaration of power. 4. The practice of voluntary discomfort. The Stoics had a sacred idea, voluntary discomfort, choosing hardship on purpose to grow stronger. Seneca would sleep on the floor just to remind himself he could live without luxury. Marcus trained his body in the chaos of war, not in the comfort of palaces. And you? Every time you choose ease, you teach yourself to break promises. Every time you choose challenge, you teach yourself to trust your own strength. So start small, drink one more glass of water, take that cold shower, run for 10 minutes, eat vegetables instead of sugar. Tiny choices, massive transformation. Because every act of discomfort builds a quiet, unshakable faith in yourself. Write this down, not as motivation, but as devotion. My body is my temple, and I am its loyal guardian. Now, rise and act like it. Rule 3. Fix the heart. Have you ever felt empty, even when life looks fine from the outside? That's not weakness. That's a silent signal your heart has gone numb. You built walls to protect yourself from pain, but walls don't just keep out the hurt, they keep out the joy too. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Be like the rock against which the waves break, it stands firm, and the raging waters fall still around it." A strong heart is not the one that never feels pain. It's the one that stays open, even after being broken. 1. Find your heart again. Sit still. No phone, no music, no distractions. Then ask yourself 3 questions. If I could not fail, how would I live? What am I pretending not to care about when deep down I care deeply? And when no one is watching, who am I, really? Don't run from the answers that make your chest tighten. That trembling is proof you're still alive. Write down what you hear, because those words aren't just thoughts, they're whispers from your soul, begging to be heard. You don't rediscover your heart by chasing pleasure. You rediscover it by listening to the silence beneath your noise. 2. Let go of the weight. Your heart carries too much luggage from the past. Anger, guilt, regret, fear, disappointment. Those things aren't you, they're just stories you've been replaying for too long. Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you that hurts, but how you react to it." So tonight and for the next 30 nights, write one thing you forgive. Forgive a person, forgive yourself. Not because they deserve peace, but because you do. When you let go, you don't become weak, you become weightless. Forgiveness isn't surrender, it's liberation. It's the art of putting down the chains you were never meant to carry. 3. Live with purpose. A heart without direction will always wander in darkness. The Stoics called it sympathia, the idea that every soul is connected to every other. Marcus wrote, "What harms the hive harms the bee." You were never meant to live just for yourself. The heart beats to serve, to give, to connect. Purpose is not something you find. Purpose is something you create through action. So, pay attention. When do you feel most alive? When you help someone, when you create, when you teach, share, or love. Those moments are clues, the compass of your heart pointing you home. Start small. Help one person. Create one act of kindness. Don't wait for perfection, start with sincerity. Because a heart that gives never runs empty. It expands, it overflows, it becomes unbreakable. Write this down and mean it. My heart doesn't just beat to live, it beats to love, to serve, and to connect. And when you live that truth, your heart will never go numb again. Now that you understand the essence of the 3 principles, the question is, are they connected? These 3 rules do not stand alone. They form a circle of rebirth. When you fix your mind, you give direction to your body. When you train your body, you build strength for your heart. And when you open your heart, you fuel the fire that keeps your mind alive. The mind is your compass, the body, your vessel, the heart, your flame. If one collapses, the journey falls apart. But when all 3 move in harmony, you become unstoppable. Marcus battled anxiety. Seneca doubted himself. Epictetus lost his freedom, yet found inner peace. None of them were perfect. They were simply relentless. Each day, one choice, one step forward, and that was enough to change history. You don't need to be flawless. You just need to show up every single day and stay loyal to your path. Let me tell you a story. A few years ago, a man named James hit rock bottom, burned out at work, disconnected from his family, drowning in self-doubt. One morning, he decided to rebuild himself the Stoic way. He began by fixing his mind 30 minutes of reading Marcus Aurelius instead of scrolling. Then his body cold showers, daily runs, disciplined sleep. Finally, his heart forgiving his father, volunteering at a shelter, learning to love through service. Months later, his life didn't just change, his energy did. He stopped chasing happiness and started embodying it. He became calm, grounded, unshakable. That is the power of the 3 Stoic rules, not as philosophy, but as daily practice. Because transformation isn't about perfection, it's about alignment. Mind, body, heart. When they move as one, nothing can break you. Conclusion: fix your mind and you'll fix your life. Train your body and you'll free your soul. Heal your heart and you'll never lose your way again. You were not born merely to survive. You were born to awaken. The world doesn't need another copy, it needs you. The raw, honest, powerful, unbreakable version of you. And once you begin this path, you'll realize something profound. There is no old life to go back to. There's only the new life waiting for you to rise and claim it. So, write this deep into your mind. I am the author of my own transformation. I am the warrior of my mind, the guardian of my body, and the protector of my heart. Now stand tall. Take a deep breath. Feel that quiet fire inside you. And take your first step, not tomorrow, not someday now. Your journey doesn't begin when life gets easier. It begins when you decide you're ready to grow stronger. And if this message speaks to you, don't just watch it, live it. Share it with someone who needs to wake up too. Leave a mark, not just a view. Hit like if this reminded you of your own strength. Subscribe so we can walk this Stoic path together every week. And in the comments, write just one sentence, a promise to yourself. I begin my transformation today. Because you can. Because you must. Because the world is waiting for the awakened you. Thank you for watching.